Yo, what's good YouTube? VISHBEGAMIN here. Today I wanted to show you guys how to make the best Domantas Sabonis build. I think this is a pretty unique build and will work very effectively in a rec setting. It's a great all-around offensive build. You know, you got the great high pass accuracy that everyone loves. You know, you could use this as a stretch 5 center or even power forward if you got another big that's taller. And you got some good versatility on with your finishing stats. The only thing is just that it doesn't have any kind of elite defense aside from like average interior defense. But you got great rebounding, offensive and defensive rebounding. My only a few complaints about this build right here is, well, at least the one that 2K has, is that the speed is just way too slow and not enough on the free throw. But other than that, for a basis under assumption of not having really much cap riggers to work with, this is a pretty solid template. You know, I think Sabonis is a pretty solid player that can get you a good 19 points, can lead the league in rebounding numerous times. You know, he was an all-star on the Pacers and Kings, and can get you like 14 rebounds a game. So I can also show you guys how to get him shades of number 1, and can get you even a unique name. So if that sounds interesting, let's get right into it. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is name him Domantas Sabonis. You have to make him left-handed because he does shoot left-handed. Jersey number, if you're going for the Sacramento Kings, rock number 10. If you're rocking the Indiana Pacers version of him, go 11. If you go OKC, which he only played 1 year, it was number 5, and he was like just a generic role player during that 2017 season. I'm gonna put him in the center position. Height 6'10". The weight, we're just gonna lower it down to 230 pounds just so that we can get some extra speed. And then the wingspan, we put it at 7'3". That way you can get some more rebounding eventually. We wanted to focus on getting eventually 92 defensive rebound. So now, first thing with the close shot, it was originally 96. We're gonna put it at 94. That way you can either go +2 to the close shot to get Hall of Fame Paint Prodigy, or you can go +5 to get Legend Paint Prodigy. The driving layup was originally, I think, 80 to 85. We'll put it at 87. That way you can only just can just go +3 to the layup. That way you'll have physical finisher on gold. The driving dunk, we're gonna put it at 75, so that way you can get athletic dunks off 1 and 2. The standing dunk, we're gonna put it up to an 81, just enough to have silver rise up. The post control, I thought he had really high post control, so we're just gonna keep it at 80, just enough to have at least gold hook shot specialist, even though hook shots aren't all that. The mid range, I'm gonna go with an 87. That way you can get silver shifty shooter. The 3 ball, I'm gonna put it up to an 80. So the shooting isn't as good. That's because the wingspan is low. But you know, with the 7'3" wingspan, you're gonna be able to shoot a little bit over people and still like contest shots pretty good. Free throw, I put it all the way up to a 90. I know that's like really high, but 88 and above is like a good sweet spot to consistently knock down free throws in the rec. You don't want to be a big that becomes a hack-a-shack kind of player. Like, you want to be able to knock down your free throws. Could be that pivotal point or two that'll make a 2-3 point situation not feel as pressurizing. The pass accuracy, going 85. You know, you can you won't be able to get silver bailout, but you can upgrade all the way up to gold break starter and silver versatile visionary, depending on how many cap rankings you apply. But I think 85 pass accuracy is already high as it is. Ball handle and speed with ball, we're gonna just put it up to a 55 because he's not really flashy with the ball handling, just enough to get you by as a big. The interior, I put it up to a 74. That way you can at least have bronze post lockdown, and then whatever all the defensive stats there is just gonna go up accordingly to your physicals. The offensive rebound, I put it up to an 85. That way you can just get some better animations. And then the defensive rebound, I put it at 90. This is where I would recommend using your +2 towards the defensive rebound. That way you can get rebound chaser on gold. And then see, the speed and agility was like 50, 55. We're going to put it all the way up to 75 for speed, just so that you can move up and down the court better. And then agility, we put it at 72. That way you can have shifty shooter. Well, technically you would only need 75, but you know, well, actually 65 would be enough. But I just did 72 just so you can slide back and forth defensively. Okay. The strength, we put it up to an 83. That way you can have the gold box out beast and silver brick wall. And then vertical, I put it up to a 75, just so that way you can jump for rebounds better. I'm gonna look to see if there's anything else you can really upgrade. I mean, you could get the strength up there a little more like that if you like, and then the free throw like that, something like that. So yeah, if you wanted to have like, there was wiggle room for you to get +5 to your post control, you can get post powerhouse on gold eventually by having like an 85 post control and then that +1 to the strength. That way it's 86. So some spots just only really need at least +2, and then like others need like +5. The only one that really needs a +5 if you were interested in getting the said badge was the post powerhouse for post control. But everything else is really like +2, +3 at most right here. +5 is a bonus for, you know, the legend paint prodigy, but I think Hall of Fame is alright. I like having a legend paint prodigy. It's definitely next level, but it's not a necessity for a build like this. So yeah, there you have it there. And then we get some good shades up all around, and of course you get Domantas Sabonis #1, and you get 3-level scoring board hunter. So very unique name. Don't worry about him being skinny. You can choose a body type that's ripped, and it'll make him look bigger and more muscular to resemble Sabonis. And then the team that you could just put him on the Pacers. That way you can rock #10 and #11. So yeah, if you like the build video, drop a like, sub if you haven't already. I post build videos 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I typically stream on Twitch Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I do streams anywhere around from 4 to 8 to 12 hours. So make sure y'all tap in. And until then, I'll catch y'all on the next video. Peace.